Hi, you're sewing with Cody, and in today's video we're working on the bernette b77 and b79, and we are doing combination stitches. So we'll be working in combi mode. So to access combi mode, that's where this icon comes in handy. So this is how we enter and exit combination mode. So combi mode is essentially if you want to combine decorative stitches, which also include your alphabet stitches. So if you want to write names, if you want to add names with decorative stitches or just a combination of decorative stitches, you can do all that in the combination mode. One thing to always remember is when you want to just do regular sewing, just want to just do a regular straight stitch, a regular zigzag. To get out of combi mode, the same way we get into combi mode is to hit the plus sign. So here, when we have just your stitch, let's say if we're at a decorative stitch, and we have our stitch and it just repeats, we're not in combi mode. Combi mode looks a little different. So if we have a stitch selected, it's only going to be one stitch at a time. So let's get started. So when we're in combi mode, this is how we can create names, which is the most common thing that's done in combi mode. So what we'll do, so we'll go to our alphabets. So we are in combi mode, so let's go and select one of the alphabets. So we can actually open up this screen so we can see a lot more. Let's see, so let's just say, pass it up, C. Should be able to go to the lowercase. So as we're typing, you can see the name being created at the top. And if we minimize the screen so it becomes smaller, you can see the name here. So we can go over to the top and you can see the different letters. So say if I wanted to add a decorative stitch after my name. So we can scroll down. You can see each letter as we're going to it is being highlighted. So if we would have selected the D and go and select a different design and we add it, it's going to add that new decorative stitch between the D and the Y. But if we go and select the Y, any stitch we add from this point on is going to add after that Y. So let's go and come to our decorative stitches. Let's see what we've got. We'll do the little bird, quite naturally. So now it will stitch out my name, and then it'll stitch out the bird, and then it'll start stitching out my name again, if I allow it to. But if you notice right here, one thing to always remember is with the bernette 77 and 79 is whatever design is highlighted in blue, that's also the design it's going to start off with. So if we want to start from the beginning, we can hit our pattern begin, and now it's going to start from the very beginning of the alphabet, or of our design that we created. So let's see what we get. And you'll see the little white dot move about as it's stitching. So if this is all we want to stitch out is the name once with the decorative stitch, remember as we're stitching we can hit this button and this will be our pattern end. See that pattern end icon appear here. So as it reaches the end of the design, it will stop. So we can hit the thread cutter icon or button, and there it is. There's the name with the little bird. Super, super simple. Now let's just say if we typed in a wrong letter. So let's say we didn't want the O, or let's just go and just say we didn't want the bird. So we scroll down to the bird, so it's highlighted in blue. So we can go to the I, the little I icon, and then this is where the trash can would be. So we can hit the trash can and delete just the bird. Now let's just say if we want to delete everything, so the entire name, instead of going and hit the trash can each and every letter, we can come here, select all, and it'll select, as we can see here, it'll select the entire name. So the entire name's in blue. So I can come here and say delete the entire name. And it's going to show us, okay, it's going to delete all of Cody. Hit the check mark and it's completely gone. And I say, okay, I'm done in combination mode. I just want to go back to a regular straight stitch, get out of combi mode. We can go exit out of this screen and go to our straight stitch and just start sewing. So that's it. So in combi mode, remember you can combine alphabets with decorative stitches, or you can even combine multiple decorative stitches, because just think of the alphabets as just another decorative stitch, because that's all the machine recognizes it as. So whatever stitch you want, you can combine them to create different stitches. All right, well, hopefully that answers any of your questions about combi mode on the Bernette B77 or Bernette B79. Okay, well, happy sewing.